Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello and welcome back to more Kenshi. I'm Liz. If you want the latest information on what's going on this channel, newest updates without having to go from video to video, comment to comment, and all that kind of stuff, in all kinds of series that you're not interested in, check out the channel's Discord channel. Link is in the description below, or my Twitter link is also in the description below. And keep up to date. Right now, we have Hotlongs over here, who's our best scientist prospecting. I can show you that real quick. You press the prospect button, they start prospecting, takes a second, and the amount you can see here depends on your science skill. Hotlongs happens to have a pretty darned decent science skill, so we can see pretty far. This is the water meter, so we've got water nearby. Fertility, we have some kinds of fertility, that's fine. That's not what we're here for. What I'm here for is, not copper. What I'm here for is stone. And the reason I'm here for stone is because we built our defensive wall right on the edge of the stone boundary on the wrong side. Yeah, there is stone within the building zone of what I want to build here, but our defenses don't quite reach it. So if we go to mining, and we put a stone mine up, you can see no stone anywhere here. We get like 10% yield right here in the very corner, 14, and then we just barely start to get some yield over here, and then it sort of bottoms out again over here, barely any, barely any, barely any, and then we start to get realistic yields right over here, which is where the majority of my compound was going to be built. Like the majority of the resource stuff was going to be built over in this neighborhood. But I need to extend the walls to cover that then. And you can see the walls do not cover that right now. That's going to take significant building materials to extend the walls over there. That's the reason I wanted to build the stone mine, so I can make more building materials. So we've got a little teensy-weensy bit of an issue here. I do want 100%, so I am going to have to extend out into this neighborhood over here, which means I might as well extend to encompass this iron and some copper over here as well. I don't have to extend the entire area. Like my idea was I would build this wall out over this way and then sort of extend down through here, then up around here, and make sure we're getting this iron node inside of our boundary and then up and in again. That's a pretty extensive amount of space. I thought that we had coverage here. I thought there was good enough coverage that we were going to have stone here, but we are not. So that's a slight issue. I have had a hungry bandit attack me in the meantime. If you remember last time, we ended because we crashed on our way to the way station. Well, we're still going to have to go to the way station. We actually are going to have to make a run to get supplies with a whole bunch of people. I've assigned various people to the turrets here. This third turret I can't interact with at all. Like, I can't even select it. I can select the wall, but I cannot select the turret. I cannot interact with it. I cannot tell people to work it. The turret basically does not exist as far as things are concerned, except it does exist. So that's a little irritating. I wonder if I can control Shift F11. No. Nada. Alright, well, on this side I have some of my noobs manning these turrets. We have our two crossbows. I had to rebuild those because the autosave didn't have those built. I also had to rebuild this storage here because the autosave didn't cover it. So let's get some building materials. I have some in base. I also can buy additional stuff. I need to put everybody together who isn't going to be... You know what? Let's do it this way. Let's get... I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ideally people for base defense. So maybe like Thok and all of the newbies. Let's go to squad. We will add a squad, and we will go the guns. Who is going to man the guns? That'll be Thok, Gecko, Marissa, Paste, Lift, Flashbox, and Stork. That sound right? There we go. Let's go to the guns. Where is Gecko right now? Gecko's just sitting around doing nothing. He's not seriously wounded or anything. He doesn't need to lay down. That should be fine. Marissa is already on a turret. Paste is hurting bad. Lost her left arm. I think she can man a turret, though. Yeah, it lets her become a turret gunner. Lift is already here. Flashbox is already here. And Stork is already here. Then we can't man this one. Okay, good. So all of you people to the guns, please. And you can just stay here for the time being. I don't know if they'll eat if they're on the guns or not, but I'm going to be taking their food away anyway. Thok has some food in his backpack. If they have it in a backpack nearby, they'll probably eat it, right? Right? That would make sense. And then what I should do is have Inu build us a real quick just general storage container here, general storage chest in this building here. Yeah, it can go here, that's no big deal. In fact, we can build a couple of them. Let's just build 2 of those real quick. Yeah, you've got building materials, they're right here. You just need to go get them, Inu. You're going to be fine. I'm constantly checking the faction report as well, so we've got a beast trader still. Yeah, Blood Raiders hate us. Okay, good. So the general storage chests are going to allow us to do a few quick things here. Lort, yeah, you go store your steel in there. You don't need to be carrying that around with you. And also, no, you don't have another backpack. Okay. Inu, what do you got? I'm going to actually have you store your thief's backpack in there as well. You probably don't need the skeleton repair kit on you either. We'll keep it on you for now. Ray. Yeah, you've got a lot of stuff that I just don't need to be holding on to. So let's store a couple extra med kits, skeleton repair kit, that backpack, and then all of this steel. Ice is in bed. Hobbs is apparently in bed. Yeah. Mortez is not in bed, but he's hurting a little bit. And Ruka's arm is a little bit screwed, but Inu's leg is screwed even more. We're going to be moving a little bit slow with this squad, I think. We're going to get everybody up out of bed. Everybody up and down here. And then everybody who wanted to go to bed is now going to bed. You jackasses. Basically, this entire squad, just get down here, please. And go into this. Yeah, so Hobbs, carry some food on you. That's fine. You can carry an extra med kit, because that one's almost done. Put the rest of them in there. Put this backpack away. Inu, Ray, Ice, Mortez, stash the copper, Ruka, sand, hot longs. Okay, that's all fine. We're going to head back to Squin with these guys, and we're going to pick ourselves up some building materials, and then we'll probably go to the way station as well. We have to be a little bit careful in the neighborhood because, you know, we don't want to be hit by dogs and bandits and all kinds of nasty stuff. But I think we're mostly okay. I have my turret operators here. As long as I catch them on time, they should be okay. Like, this is the second tier gate. The first tier gate is kind of crappy. This is the second tier wall. These are the first walls that you can put guns on. The first tier wall you can't actually put guns on. This is not the best gate in the world, and the next gate you actually have to rebuild. Like, you have to demolish and rebuild to get the next level of walls. You can't upgrade from this to the next level of wall. It requires too big of a foundation, apparently, so it has to be rebuilt. Which means if I'm going to expanding to that kind of wall might be a good idea, but I don't have the tech for it right now. Right? Like, I think that's going to require another tech level, in fact. Let's just take a quick peek here. Defense... Harpoon turrets Mark II, mounted crossbows, advanced harpoonery. Yeah. So we don't have anything there. We would need tech level 5 for the next level walls. And that would require 8 more ancient science books, which, I mean, I have ways of acquiring, especially since I do have ways of making money. We are by no means poor. We do have ways of acquiring money relatively quickly. I can turn approximately 300 cats into approximately 3,000 cats without too much difficulty. Who are these? Hungry bandits. We don't have no time for no hungry bandits. Keep going. And go ahead and get into Squin. They want to inspect us. Great. Show them our stuff. Very good. We're going to go to our base here because we have... That's the wrong side. It's over on this side. We have more materials here. And I think we'll pick up some food while we're here too. We do have to... Oh, for fuck's sake. They're under attack? Okay, but they attacked themselves. Oh, it was people... It was the guys inside the gate. They stood up. This guy's been playing dead for a while, and I guess after we left he decided he was going to stand up. But now he's definitely on his way out now. His arms are completely screwed, his leg is screwed, his chest is at 0, his blood is negative, and like severe blood loss. Yeah, this guy's going to die. There's no making it for this guy. Sorry, bro. Let's get back to Lort in base here. They're gonna eat a little bit from the box that's here because why not? They're gonna sleep a little bit because they need to sleep a smidgy on. That's fine. You guys who aren't sleeping, come on upstairs. Why are you here, Sand? Your gerb is turned on, that's why. Turn your gerb off. Come on up here, and we're going to... Let's grab the first 4 here. And let's switch weapons up real quick. Yes, this might not be the most ideal thing to do here because none of these people have any saber skills, but let's get our weapons on. Ray already has. Oh, Lort didn't have. Okay. There we go. And then let's get everybody who's sort of active up here and get ourselves all of the materials that we have banked, basically. My cats are begging for something. It's glorious but awful at the same time. I say glorious because, you know, animals begging for attention. People are all like, oh, so cute, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what a pain in the ass sometimes. Mortes. Yeah, you can go to the bar. Not floor 2. Go to floor 1, please. No, don't steal. What a loud cat. Buy all the food that you can. You can go back to this bar as well. And let's pick up more from here. And we're down to 3,000 cats, which is not a lot anymore. Team, stop going to bed. Come on back over here. Pick up some more building supplies, please. From who can carry it? Inu? Yeah, Inu can carry it. Let's have her go inside. Only 7. That's not a lot. There is some leather. I could very rapidly turn leather into cats, remember, if we need to. I think that's going to be it, though. Everybody get back over here. And let's head out of town. This is the wrong door. We want to head out this door over here. Are we going to get inspected on the way out as well? Nope. Cool. Let's get up there then. We can sort of make out base from down here. It's cool. It's cool. It's not a very long trip from Squin. I like that. We can get inside. We can do our business there and get back out relatively quickly, which is actually really... There's combat happening out here. They are shooting, yeah? Yes, they are. Let's get the squad up here. Looks like everybody is sorted down. They did about half of the damage to the gate. There's a bunch of flies around them. I like it. Crap, there's more coming. Okay, no, these are nomads. These are the animal traders. Okay. Well, I don't really want any animal traders, but hey, I got a whole bunch of dead bandits here. Starving bandits. I mean, that's nice, right? Right? You want to take some dead bandits with you? Okay, so nothing else on its way. We can go ahead and open the gate. We're not going to allow them in. We're just going to, sort of pass through the gate and close it again right away. And Inu's going to go to work on repairing it. Actually, you know what? Everybody go to work on repairing it real quick. Why is it open? Close, damn you. Close. They're patching people up. Fair enough. Alright, so the door ended up getting repaired. We're good. Goats for goat stuff. I like it. Then everybody should come in here and drop off their materials. They definitely have not yet. Okay, this is done? This is done, yes. Everybody definitely has gerbs turned on. Or have they? I only got 7 building materials in. No, I got all the building materials that we had at home as well. And we had a whole bunch of them at home. So we definitely picked up additional building materials. Did they all drop them off again at home? Those little dicks dropped everything I picked up off back at home again, didn't they? Turn jobs off. Looks like I'm going back to Squin, ladies and gentlemen. As soon as I put them in the boxes, they probably dropped them again. Let's close the gate. I guess I'll be back in a second. Who are these? Nomads. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so we tore down our walls. We still have some building material to pick up from tearing down the walls, and we rebuilt the walls anew. Let's grab this building material. Let's just do a quick scan of the wall to ensure that there's no more. So when you tear down a wall, you get 1 building material back, like one of these ones that costs 2 to make. And then you need to spend 2 to make the new wall. So what we did is we built the wall out over this way. We're encompassing most of this intersection. We do have the iron here. We do have the copper. We do have this other iron. And we have a little bit of farm/stone production land here. And I have very few building materials remaining. 5, 6, 8, apparently. I do have a lot of iron plates. And actually, we've got even more iron plates in storage here. I moved everything over to storage. So we're all good in that respect. People are doing various things here on the turrets. Okay, Gecko is hungry. Gecko, go ahead and leave the turret. Who's got food? Thok has food, doesn't he? Yeah, Thok has food. Gecko, Stork, and Paste. Come on over closer to Thok. Yeah, okay. You gotta be pretty close. Is Marissa eating? Yeah, she's at 234. She might be. Thok, however, is in combat with something. What? This guy? That guy's dead. Who's Thok in combat with? He's aiming at something. There's a dying bone dog outside the door. Did he just shoot at the bone dog? Was that it? Might be that. Is there anything else? No, there's nothing else immediately nearby. So what we're going to do is just real quickly open the door and have Gecko run outside and get the loot from this bone dog. Just to ensure that it's dead. Not only ensure that it's dead, I mean it's meat and skin. We can't say no to meat and skin. Meat and skin is just too valuable to us. And we'll close the door again. Don't worry about the hungry bandit. I don't really care about that. So if Marissa's going to eat, she's fine. She can stay here and operate the turret as long as she will continue to eat. I might need to give somebody a backpack on the other wall and have them have food in it so that people can stay on the walls longer. Because I really, really want them on those turrets. I don't want them giving up the turret if at all possible. In the meantime, though, we're going to need some building supplies in order to do anything else here. And to do construction materials, let's get ourselves a mine up and running. Stone mine. It's going to take 7 building material. Luckily, I happen to have 8. So, yay us. And as soon as we import our game again, this is all going to break. So we don't really care about being too fancy schmancy about it, because this is all going to be regenerated, like the resource distribution. The nodes will be the same, but this stone 100% probably will not be a 100% anymore. I mean, we could build a couple of them. Well, I can't. I don't have the building materials to build a couple. Then I need... What would it be under? It would be under... Oh, it's a stone processor. It's right here. Tee-hee-hee-hee-hee. Stone processor requires 10 electrical components and 40 iron plates. Crap! I don't think I have 10 electrical components. I think I have the money to get them, but that's a little annoying. It's a smidgy annoying. Let me just say that. We'll build it up over here where, you know, we can't build anything else anyway. Yeah, that works for me. This is a stone processor 5. That's why it's so expensive, because it's a level 5. Only needs 1 worker and has excellent output speed. Yeah, needs 1 worker because it's a highly upgraded one. Okay, I'm okay with that. We've got the iron plates for it. We're going to need to get ourselves some more electric components. I think I only have 1. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't have ridiculous amounts of money at the moment either. Oh, crap. Was that Marissa I just told to do that, technically? Yes, it was. Marissa, no. No, man the turret. Inu will go take care of that. She's our person for that business. Thok, you are still listed as in combat shooting at something. What is it? And then I put you on the turret and you're in combat again. This wolf is dead. This guy is dead. This guy over here was dead, and I actually looted him, so his corpse has disappeared. Yeah, that's just junk on the ground now. What are you in combat with? I don't know, but I hope he will shoot when it comes time to shoot, because if he doesn't, we be screwed. Lurt's in pretty good shape now. Actually, hold on. Hobbs is probably... Yeah, Hobbs is in pretty good shape, and Hobbs is a runner. So we'll use Hobbs for this. I'm going to go and head up to the way station, I guess, and get me some electric components, because there's not really a ton of them down here in Squin ever. So let's head up to the way station. Alright, they've only got 5 of them here. So that brings me up to 6. I'm going to need 10 to get this thing done. And I don't have a lot of money left over as a result of this. So I'm going to have to probably do some stuff to acquire money. On the bright side, I can mine for basically free inside of my territory right now. So I'm not too concerned. In fact, I might buy some construction components, some building materials, so that I can just like get an ore chest or something like that. I think they use building materials. Let's just double check that real quick. Storage ore. Uses an iron plate actually, so I didn't even need to do that. We've got plenty for that. So I can just like mine iron into a chest, and we can bring a ton of iron in at once and sell it. We can make a ton of money, nice and quicky lickety splickety like that. So let's bring these back. This is not going to be enough to finish up our building material nonsense, but I will build some ore storage, and we'll just start mining some ore and, you know, make good on our profits. It's a lot easier to deal with that when you're inside of walls and protected, and you don't have to have like everybody protecting you and all that kind of stuff. And when you have a chest that people will just automatically dump stuff into, much easier. Let's take a quick peek though before we... There's no upcoming events, so we're okay. So if I wanted to go ahead and build a ore storage, I could build a copper storage. Actually, that's probably better, right? Because the copper is closer. Yeah, the copper's over here. I can build it right out on the ground. Takes an iron plate. That's no big deal. We could build it nice and equidistant between both of them. Sure, let's do it. Confirm. That might not stay there forever. We will likely put that somewhere else in the long run, but for now that's okay. We can actually make our own electrical components too. What actually would it cost to make the machine that makes electrical components? That's the electrical workbench. It's going to take 10 iron plates, so I could actually technically make my own electrical components even. I can't stick it inside of here? Oh, because it's too big, that's why. Yeah, I could stick it inside here if I wanted. We can just put it right in the middle of the room. So that is an option that's available. I don't have to go buy these things. We got to factor in that we have our own base now, and we are starting to get it underway, so we can do some of these things ourselves now. Hobbs, do they need one for this thing? What was it that they needed again? Where is it? Right there. Yeah, 1 iron plate. Hobbs, bubby, baby. Get me 1 iron plate, please, and go build this so that I can start making some copper. Where? There! Now Inu's coming to help too. Fantastic. Okay, so that's done. So if I was to send Hobbs here for... Wow. If I was to send... He can mine it from all the way over there? Holy crap, that's insanity. Now, is he going to leave it in the mine, or is he going to immediately deposit it? He will not immediately deposit it, but I think if it gets to 5 there... Oh, no, I have to have somebody ordered to move stuff to this, right? I have to remember how you work these particular kinds of things. Okay, so those are gun operators. We don't want gun operators doing this. Let's get Lort. Inu's busy. Ray is one of our runners. But yeah, sure. Ray, Ice, Mortez. We'll get all these people over here. And I have to recall how we have to operate this. Let's first of all just try like fully mining it and getting it up to 5 and see what happens. They're going to stop working when it hits 5. Or hold on. What if we were to... Let's just kill both of those jobs. And Hobbs is only that. What if I were to do this? Operating copper resource. Yeah, there we go. That takes care of it. So then let's take... who's next? Let's go Mortez and Ice, and we'll have them operate this copper resource. And yeah, they're going to wait till it hits 5, and then they're going to empty it out. I'm randomly clicking around here to confirm that, yes, you guys are going to behave the way that I believe you're going to behave, right? Yeah, once the inventory is full and they can't operate it anymore, they try and put it in the closest matching like auto storage location that they can do. So good. We're going to be making ourselves some copper. That alone is enough to turn... Oh, who is this? Who is this? Garu. If I had a lot of people on the guns, I could just kill these Garu. There's a couple adults here. That's going to be worth a lot of meat and a lot of leather. They're herbivore? Yeah, so they're a defenseless pack of Garu. And they're walking right in front of my guns. So bad. Anyway, yeah, this is going to generate enough money for me quick enough that I can just, buy whatever I want for components at the moment. But even if it didn't, I could manufacture electric components now too. In fact, what do I have left for iron plates? 18 in here plus a few additional there. I think it's only going to take 10. Yeah, this will fill 8, and then she's still got a few additional beyond that. This just needs a few building materials to finish this off, which we should have access to. Yeah, we totally have access to that. So I think what we're going to do then is get ourselves an electrical workbench. And for the time being, we can just stick it up here. It doesn't really matter. We're in the middle of the room. Yeah, we can just stick it there. It's fine. It'll just take 10 iron plates to make. Inu will get that done as soon as she's finished as much as she can work on this, which is going to be soon. And then we can start manufacturing electric components. Does Hob still have them, by the way? No, we put them in the chest. Now, Marissa, you're still eating, right? Yeah, you are. Okay, so yes, as long as somebody has a backpack with food in it there, that should be fine. So we've got Flashbox and Lif over here. They should be in good enough shape to get up now. So let's have the gun squad meet on up, except for Marissa and Thok, because they were on guns already. And they're going to need another backpack, because none of these people have a backpack right now. Who can they get one from? Maybe Ray? Ray is being one of my runners. What about Ice? What's their athletics? Athletics difference. Ray is 52. Ice is 60. Ray it is. Ray, if you would please go give a backpack to Stork. Let's say. Just like that. Cool! And then Stork is going to need some food. Lif went to go lay down again. Fine. Whatever. Who's got food? Other than Thok. Mortez. Okay, so Stork. Go get us a little bit of food from Mortez, who is, of course, down here laboring away. I don't need a ton of it, but give me a couple stacks. And then let's get our guns up. So, Stork, I want you on this gun. Actually, no. Stork, I want you on this gun. Flashbox. Paste. Gecko. And we'll put Lif on the last crossbow when the time comes. So they should be good over there. Ray was not mining, right? We're still mining with all of our gas. Yeah, we are. So what we could do now as well is build a light over here that will cover these so that they won't have the working in dark debuff. See, they're losing 56% of their skill because they're working in the dark. And then we can mine at a much better rate. Did she build this over here? She did. It's done. Cool. Who can work this? Sand. Congratulations, Sand. You're going to make us some electric components. I don't have storage for these electric components, so you're just going to have to make them until you fill the machine for the time being. But I want a few of them because we obviously need them in order to build this. And Inu, in fact, to that end, come on back here and pick up these 6. Cool. It's starting to come together, ladies and gentlemen. It's starting to come together. It's that first rocky beginning because we got attacked right away several times, like immediately before we had defenses up, and I got lickety split on defenses. Like I started on defenses right away. I even built super duper small up here so that we could build defenses quickly, and they were still hitting us. But that's okay, remember, because our people aren't really tough right now, and we aren't really capable of standing up to a lot of people in combat. I can fight against some dust bandits, and I can fight against... Stone mine is done. And I can fight against... what are they called? Hungry bandits, but I can't really fight against anything else. And I need numbers to fight against dust bandits. So, I mean, it's a thing. I need a couple more people for this, and then I'm going to need one more over here. So who's available here? Ruka, Ray, and Hotlongs are available. Okay, well, Ruka and Hotlongs, congratulations. You guys get to work on this stone mine. And actually, you don't just get to work on the stone mine. You get to have your job be this stone mine. And then Ray, I guess, is going to work on this and make us some building materials. We're utilizing everybody. I can pull people off of copper. I don't need everybody working on that, so I can pull people off of that to do iron. But we're basically utilizing everybody, considering we have turrets active 24/7 right now. Too afraid not to have turrets active all the time. I need some skeletons. I need some skeletons. That's what I need. Is this the first one that sand is getting done? What skill does this use? Science. Okay, tell you what. Sand. And Hotlongs. Switch it up, please. Sand, you go there. Hotlongs, you go here. God, that's so much faster. Look at that. This is going to use the laboring skill, almost definitely. And then Inu is almost done here. She needs one more electrical component, and we're good to go. I'm keeping you in it until we finish this off, basically. We're going to be done. We're going to be done pretty soon. 60 oh my goodness, that feels so good. All right. Yeah, we've got some stone building up here. That's good to see. So Ray, you're the last person I have available. I need you to go operate this machine. It only requires one person because this is a super high-tech version of it. And yeah, it's churning out building material. Holy crap! That is so fast. When it fills up, because Ray is operating it, she'll move them to this container here. But people can pull out of this. Like, we can use these now, basically. Okay, well, this episode we sent out to get building material under construction, and we did it. It took a few interim stages to get there. I had to expand the walls first, which used all of the building material I had left. And then I needed electric components to do this, and I'm really out of money. So if I need to buy food, I'm going to need more money. So for both electric components and money, we set up a bit of a copper industry. And we will set up some farming, I think, in the next episode. Maybe. We'll see. If I take a look at fertilities here, I'm not going to use Hotlongs for this. We're just going to select Inu and take a look at farming fertilities real quick. Preview of what we're going to do next time, ladies and gents. If we take a look at the cactus farm, obviously we're in an arid environment and cactus fertility is full, so we can farm the shit out of cactus. We could actually farm it up over here too, in this like bad area where we can't build anything else. So maybe we'll do that. Cotton, on the other hand, we have almost no fertility for. Well, we have fertility. We don't have very much crop yield because this is arid. We would only get a 10% crop yield on cotton. That's not sufficient. If we actually take a peek over in the swamp down here, when it switches to swamp. Oh, when it switches to swamp, we still can't grow cotton. Apparently you can't grow cotton in a swamp. Good to know. Hemp can grow in a swamp, though. Hemp, we have 50% fertility on here. This will have 100% in the swamp. Yep. But we have 50% over here. We're going to build hemp farms here because I need some form of fabric production. And since I don't have access to... The game didn't... The game is usually paused when you're in the construction mode. But it was not paused there. I need some form of fabric. And since I don't have access to cotton, I'm going to have to use hemp for my fabric. So hemp isn't great in arid, but it should grow at least. We're going to need a well because we're going to need water for all this. And luckily we have enough water yield up here that a well will be useful. We might need a couple of them, but then we can get some water storage as well. And then wheat. We have 60% fertility on wheat. So that's good. We're going to need that. Anyway, I think we're going to start farming next time, which means we're probably also going to build ourselves another building, which should be fine. I got building materials coming in now. We should be able to build another building. No problemo. A nice big one. Maybe a bug house or something like that. Or an L house. I don't know. We'll see when the time comes. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. I've been Liz. This has been Kenshi. And I hope to see you again next time.